find some open field here. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. We're back to Arrowhead after this. A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll check in with Larry Ridley in Orlando with highlights and analysis of this first half of play.
And I'm going to check in with a heater.
I'm going to be right there with you, partner. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on and it's second down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, and they're going to measure revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back. But that's one step in the proper direction.
And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. 23 yards on the play. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Ten yards still left on second down. To throw again. Lynch. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
So the drive there took 6 plays, and it ends with a Denver touchdown. Now McManus on to kick this one off. This fielded at the 2. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but bottom line, his team's losing. They got to fix something.
And it starts with him. He has to keep that little quarterback strut going right now to make sure his team sees him as confident. Continue to try and up his game, but just let him know, hey, if I hung around.
Accelerating, and off he goes. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A big play there. 77 yards. And the Chiefs have tied it, and they can take the lead with the extra point. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And now Lynch. He's going to loft one deep left side here. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize.
And the Broncos get there and take him down. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. That's out to Hill, right side complete. He'll get this to the 40. Sweet little juke in there, got him some extra yardage. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play, as we'll get a timeout. As they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. He'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
Well, they're slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown, out of his reach, and incomplete. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. So after the pick, they can't capitalize for 6, but they do get 3.
And I know in this situation, most of us want to focus on the offense. You know what side of the ball I played on. Let's give that defense a lot of credit, taking it over in a sudden change situation and shutting them down.
And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned they're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here. Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm.
Here we go.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Lynch. Going to throw right side here, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Fresh set of downs here. Throwing, Lynch. He'll rifle this one deep right side and almost intercepted. It would have been his second pick of the game. Instead, it'll be second down.
Thanks almost going to get into QB1's ear when he gets to the sideline. Already thrown an interception. That one should have been picked. Look, let's just be honest about it. That'd be the second person in his ear because he's hearing it in the huddle right now.
Not the start to the game he wanted. Like you said, the pick on the opening drive, second drive, not much better. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
Here we go. Green, 39.
On 1st and 10, it's Lynch. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. A big play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Broncos have taken the lead. And just before the half ends, the prayer is answered. Defensively, a disaster there.
I know often we're surprised when this actually works. I mean, the excitement level goes way up, but maybe we shouldn't be because I know as a defender, you've got to play the ball in this situation, but you can't interfere with the receiver because, remember, it's a spot foul, and it'd be 1st and goal if it happens in the end zone, and you don't want to give up that play. And that little bit of hesitancy often works really well for him.
So no update from Larry after 17 weeks. Folks are saying, Let's get on with the show, so we'll oblige as we get you set for the second half kickoff. This will be fielded at the 6. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their...
It's caught inside the 25. It's a big play there for the Broncos. 46 yards. They'll throw on first down with Lynch. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's first and goal. Here's Lynch. That's complete right around the 8. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Lynch to throw again. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall. Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. That was an intriguing call. You got a chip shot field goal. Tight game. Why not just take the 3?
I know that not all the old rules apply in today's NFL, and in fact, I'd love to have an analytics coach here with us right now to say why that was probably a good play. I don't know if the analytics coach would have said that. That seemed like a bad play. Take the points there and move on.
5 yards left for the offense. It's second down.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. On target over the middle to Hill. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
12 yards on back-to-back plays there, and that's another first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
Sometimes with the running game, you just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
It's caught inside the 25. A gain of 32 that time. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Shaquille Barrett in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. That's number 4. Sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for fourth. Here's Cairo Santos now for the Chiefs field goal. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And we are all tied at 29. So that's 3 field goals for him now, but heck, he's not even halfway to his career best of 7.
Seems like the 7 field goal games are the kind of games I always get assigned to in my other job. Let's hope for this offense's sake they can start cashing in on a few of these drives.
And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Now they'll run it on the toss. Finding room inside the 40. And he'll be knocked down sideways. That good for 19 and a first down.
Well, after those plays, the offense coordinator has to feel like he has balance in his favor. Threw it, then ran it, both for nice chunks of yardage. Now he feels like he's got things going in his direction, but the defensive coordinator, his guys are off balance a little bit. How does he set up, and what does he plan for in the next play? Is there a tendency there he can lock in on and maybe set his defensive call? I know that interception was dropped, and it would have been their 3rd of the game, and I will guarantee you, in the huddle, on the bench, all the defensive guys have been talking about is, we've got this guy right where we want him. Who's going to get the next one? It almost becomes a challenge, and they've missed a golden opportunity.
And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Lynch now throwing on 3rd. This will be caught inside the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Throwing again here, Lynch. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. Well, they try to swing it out left into the flat. Complete, but really nice open field tackle.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't about...
And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. And let's count them up now. 1, 2, 3, 4 touchdown receptions for him in this game.
And just one shy of the NFL record. What a great performance. Going up and catching the football, creating space, and finding the end zone. That's what it's all about.
Now McManus on to kick this one off. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. And the Chiefs now getting set to go. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe. If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Now it's Hunt. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
All right, Brandon, you know me as well as anyone. You know I don't usually advocate abandoning things during a game.
We're back now in KC. It's the Chiefs with a football, but with work to do on the scoreboard. They trail as we start quarter number 4.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Hicks. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A big play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
So the Broncos coming out now. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Lynch to throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
On second down, here's Lynch. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Robert Kimdichie. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. On third down, Lynch. And finding the tight end, Hooper. A gain of 8 and a first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Let's go.
Now Lynch on first down. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down. Oh, no, he lost the football.
Plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball. There's definitely contact there, but it's the fourth quarter, but kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to, you and your brothers, just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line. Denver has the first down, the play going for 15 yards. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. In motion goes the tight end. Throwing on first down. Lynch. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. And that touchdown reception is the 5th for him in this game, and that ties the NFL record.
And a record that's held up since 1950. This is another person that's tied it, but think about this. Bob Shaw said it in 1950. Kellen Winslow came along and tied it. And then, of course, Jerry Rice tied it as well. And finally, we're seeing it here one more time. Phenomenal.
This will be taken in at the 1. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And he will score. Touchdown, Denver. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
McManus now for the extra point. And the lead is up to 14. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll be second down. They'll set up a throw. Quick throw that's complete on the inside slant. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Now a play fake here on first down. Over the middle, complete. That's Hill. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. But correct me if I'm wrong, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either. Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball. Back to throw now on first down. Hill shedding the tackle. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And he's going to be taken down deep into Bronco territory. That one goes for 36 yards. This is Hunt. Down at the 2. Broke through first contact, but ultimately stopped shy of the goal line. It'll be a pickup of 8 and a good first step there with 2nd and goal coming up.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. They gotta have 6 here. It's 3rd and goal. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got it 3rd and goal now as they try to punch in a late touchdown. They'll drop to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. They'll try to run with Hunt, and he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. Hunt is unable to get in on 4th and goal, and the Bronco defense comes up big. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take this up to about the 7- or 8-yard line. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Now Lynch. Flushed out right. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
Where the fans should be a defense right now. It's an excellent.
The Broncos go for it. Lynch. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And how about this for a setup? The ball will go over on downs at the 1-yard line. Boy, sitting on a 2-score lead at this stage in the game, that punter, he must be pretty lonely over there on the sideline thinking, why in the world was my number not called there?
Well, as far as he's concerned, the check will still cash, right? It is your choice not to use me in this situation. But I also look at it this way. You know, some coaches are more aggressive than others. They just want to take care of the football, have the ball on offense, and go at it that way. So a very interesting call, but he wants to take care of the ball himself.
To throw. And this is caught down for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, you get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And the Broncos are going to get the football. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though, now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal. He's back to throw.
Sometimes it's hard to figure, but you can...
And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game. So getting the big touchdown they needed late in the 4th. Now what do? You conservative and just tie it up?
No, I think you put your practice into game situation. Go as fast as possible. You already have your play call ready to go. Go for 2 and decide it right now.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Here's Lynch. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And in the 2nd quarter, he may very well run by him. But in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Throwing now is Lynch. And a throw right sideline is complete. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Lynch to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. And we have free football overtime. Here we go, my friend.
And the way this game played out, this is exactly how it should end, going to overtime, because neither one got an advantage.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. He's lucky to be getting that one back.
After what they've done with him all day long, with all the targets trying to go after him, he's obviously gotten smart, and his pride has kicked in. Made a terrific play.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. On play action, they'll throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That goes for a gain of 31. They picked up a first down and a whole lot more. Forget about just looking for the sticks. They went well beyond the stick.
I know they were talking about guarding the sticks on defense. They didn't guard them very well. They got a big-time completion on a 3rd down. That's almost a backbreaker, isn't it? In overtime, every play's importance is magnified, and that one could turn out to be huge.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. He's padding his already great numbers here in overtime. More importantly, though, moving his guys downfield.
And I think that's exactly what's going through his head right now. Moving them downfield, putting them in a position to win the game. The stats, that's for the fantasy guys. I know they're enjoying that show.
And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. 3rd and 1, trying to keep this drive in overtime going. A big one coming up.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Decision time now on 4th and about 1.5 yards.
I can still hear my high school coach, John Ford, right now. I want my #1 play with my #1 runner over my #1 blocker to get me the first down. But some may very well say, punt this thing away, pin them down deep, and play field position.
And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. And Denver getting set to take the field. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it. But they turned it back over to him, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. Excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
Part 1 is done, now part 2. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. They run again with Foreman, and he'll take this one up to about the 23. Now, it looks like a pickup of 6. That leaves him with 7 yards to go on 3rd down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Now what can Lynch do here in overtime? And he's got his man on the out route. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. On 1st down, it's Lynch. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. He got 29 yards that time. Throwing here, Lynch on 1st down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Clock ticking as Lynch hurries his guys to the line. On 2nd down, Lynch. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
So, Brandon, when this offense gathers together to watch tape for this game, they're going to be feeling pretty good about themselves until the coaches get upset about the play we just saw. But you know their defense is going to be. But we put up big points all game long. The defense is going to win one every now and then.
All right, so the timeout over and all 11 men back out onto the field for the defense. So on now is Brandon McManus. He has hit from as far away as 57, but that was in Denver. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. It'll be their second and final timeout, remember, here in overtime. We'll be back. So on now is Brandon McManus. He has hit from as far away as 57, but that was in Denver. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. And McManus had a little too much slice on it. It's no good, and that changes everything here in OT. So possible disaster there. It's an empty possession, and there's no worse time to have an empty possession than the first drive of overtime.
Yeah, and remember the situation now, Brandon. It's sudden death from here on out. You can bet he's begging for a chance to redeem himself. But the question now is, will that chance ever come?
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll bring up a third down. Third down play takes place. That's their second and last timeout here in the overtime session. We'll be back. 3rd and 4. They'll look to throw. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49.
Offense.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Here's the Chiefs punter now. On for a very important punt here in overtime. He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Time running out here on the play clock. On 1st and 10, it's Lynch. He sets to fire deep. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
Well, the obvious goal is to try and score a touchdown, but at the least, adding to a pretty big yardage total for his intended receiver there, huh?
Yeah, well, when you got a guy over 150 yards, keep chucking it deep to him, I guess.
Yeah, no doubt about it. You can get it to him short, and he can make plays that way. But I like what you just said. Throw it to him deep and get it in a big chunk.
But incomplete on that try. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Lynch. Looking deep downfield. And this one is incomplete. Well, how about this? The very, very rare tie that we just witnessed. Hard to believe.
You don't see it very often. A bonus period of football, yet both teams go home a little bit unsatisfied.
Drama, drama, drama. We saw all of it in this one. Overtime, all the way to the end of OT. The long field goal shot to win it, but they couldn't convert.
And because it's the regular season, we don't play more bonus football. We don't go to another